hello. Good morning. How are we doing? Okay, multiple woos. Good, awesome. So on lyrics today, we have Mikey D, so give it up for Mikey D. Yes, 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 indeed. And so on drums, we have Sean. Give it up for Sean. And while you're clapping, say some prayers for Sean. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, and he's here anyway, so wellness, 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 healing. On bass, we have Noel. Give it up for Noel. Also, BGVs, he'll be singing a little bit too. On electric guitar, we have Peter. And then on BGVs, we have Isaac. Give it up. And then, hi, hello, I'm Guianna. I'm going to be singing and playing electric guitar today. Fancy, fun, excitement. We have this situation happening. Fun fact, I was a theater kid all 4 years of high school, and I was in a play called Aesop's Fables, that gray book over there. So, yeah, I don't really remember what it was about, but I was in it for sure. The lyrics are going to be on this wall as a result of these giant books and things up here. So look over here for all of your lyric needs, and you can also stand with us and sing. The first song is called Into the Mystery. Today is our last Sunday, Peter and I, at this church after being here for 5 years. And I think we were literally here pretty much at the inception of it, just about. And so this is a wild, full circle moment. So we are truly going into the mystery. And if you are in some kind of transition season in your life, it's just about like having faith and knowing that God is going to go with you wherever you go. It's hard to see it, still believing you have always lived deep inside my heart. I need to know you, it's when it belongs to us. Follow me into the mystery. So this one, Jared, I think you said we haven't done this song since July of 2023? Just kidding. It's been a long time, though. Yeah. Are you sure? That's crazy. I feel like it's been years. But anyway, this song for sure has been a while, and it's really great. And the other cool thing about this song is when we initially did it, we posted it, and the actual band, Red Hands Band, replied, and that was really cool. So this song is another song just about direction and letting God's will be done. thank you. So while I'm tuning, I'm going to talk to you about this next song. So this next song is an original, and we haven't done this one in a while, Jarrett. Dagnabbit, I know for sure. But it's called You're Made of Magic. And if you didn't get to make it to our Baked Alaska show, it went well, by the way, so thank you so much for those of you who were able to be there. We did this song there. I wrote this song in 2020 after George Floyd was murdered. And Peter and I would be going to like protests and stuff, and then I just kind of felt overwhelmed, and I was like, well, what more can I do? You know, when craziness breaks out of the protest and you're not doing anything wrong and they say you're being a criminal and you're just holding up a sign. And I was like, well, I can write a song about how I'm feeling. And so I did that. And then this song is just as relevant then as it is right now in 2025. It was 5 years ago, which is crazy. And due to Peter's encouragement, I wrote an extension to the rap section of this song. And the new part will not be listed here, so it's not Mikey D's fault, just so you know. The first half is there, hopefully. And the second half, you'll just have to really pay attention or listen to the playback on Facebook Live. But this is the song, and it's called You Were Made of Magic. I know I'm leaving you hanging with that click. Sorry, here we go. Rich like the soil that makes things grow, smooth like the oil, it makes things flow, deep like the wood, adorned in fruit, slick like the sand will always find its own way through, strong like the gold, fresh from the fire, hard to destroy. Expire like the honey, 'cause with time our sweetness tends to crystallize. Reflect our light, need I remind you, made of magic, made of something they can't take. We are the smoke they never thought would turn to a flame. We got eclectic current running through copper veins they can't escape. What makes us great, no, will never change. How I adore the many shades of melanin. Not an accident. You got a custom fingerprint. Your worthiness is evident. You make the struggle seem so effortless. You make walking through the mile look elegant. And it's been this way for centuries. But see, they still don't seem to get that your holy brown body will never be the wasted property of man. They can do all they can. Study our minds, the workmanship of our hands. Our curvature is a learning curve they'll never grasp. It's in the way we dance, the way we ride a beat. They'll never know our walk, how we trample defeat. Like a significant skin color advisory. Our blackness is not a threat to your life or your legacy. Our origin is a royalty. Our propensity to rise from the ashes remastered. No surprise, confusion in their eyes. It's no optical illusion. We are people that's destined to move with style and grace to match This is the kind of magic we make. Don't you feel that chill down your spine? It should make you rise up. Here in free Palestine, the majority will ghost. Turn a blind eye. We can't turn our backs because now is the right time. Don't you know it's just a litmus test? If they can wipe away Gaza, we'll be next. So put a hand to your chest, feel your heartbeat, speak up and reclaim your lost humanity. They use our taxes to bomb, starve families. They use a race war to hide the class war underneath. And while we're mad and attacking each other, they're taking all our rights away, one after another. Healthcare, welfare, government shutdown, rolling out the troops just to shut your mouth. Now, don't you know it's just a litmus test? If they can wipe away Gaza, we'll be next, believe it. Don't you know it's just a litmus test? If they can wipe away Gaza, we'll be next. So free Palestine.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Jeez, thank you. I'm not going to make you do it again, but I just want you to know that was weak. Speaking of weak, Hannah, you weren't back there, so I had to bring the iPad on stage with me. So come take it. This is going well. This is going really well. Oh, please clap it up for the band one more time. I got like a whole thing I'm going to do later, but before that, I just want to say, isn't it cool that they share their talents with us? Like, holy shnikes.
I thought you were going to say it. I was like, oh, okay, let's get it.
No. Now you threw me off. What was I? Holy shnikes. Literally, I'm on the way up here. There's people in the crowd grabbing me left and right. Okay, it was just Veronica, but one person grabbed me. And they were like, can I hear that song somewhere? And I was like, I think so. I don't think it's on Spotify, but it's everywhere else.
It's on Bandcamp, guiannab.bandcamp.com. guiannab.bandcamp.com. There's 2 albums and 6 singles on there. And the new songs will be on there soon because we just recorded them on Wednesday.
Go buy them because I just found out, stop me if I'm telling your business that you don't want me to tell. Whenever they move, Guianna can't work for like an extended period of time because of like visas and stuff. So they can use all the support that we have. Yeah, like I said, I'll more later. You guys rock. Thank you. The rest of the band, you guys are cool too. We're one step closer to me fronting the worship band. No. Okay, I'm Jarrett. It's good to meet you in case we haven't met before. If you'd like to connect with anything we've got going on at church on a deeper level, you can take out your phone and go to diff.church. You don't have to put a .com at the end. And when you do, it looks like this. You did it. Literally right when it, clap for Mike. He's feeling bad. It won't be slanted like that. That's a product of moving the projector, and then it's like, so we've done this before. Every November, we live in an enchanted library. And usually, like, I put a table over there and put the thing on the table, and then it's a whole thing. But a big part of different church is how little can we do, and it still is a working, functioning church. Because, raise your hand if you're like me, a lot of us have been at like big evangelical machines that were like, you have to be here every stinking week, you have to volunteer every stinking day, we're going to have 23 different cables, maybe that's just me because I worked in tech, going a million different places. So the fact that I could put a projector on the floor and it like is good enough, I'm in. Okay. Okay. All right. While you're there, if you're new, click on I'm new. If you want to talk to us, click on Talk to Us. You can say, hey, we love everything. I'm an incredible singer and guitar player, and I want to volunteer in the band. You can click on events when we have events. Groups are currently going right now, but you can still jump in. We've got 2 in St. Pete. We've got 1 virtual. We would love for you to be a part of that. There's absolutely no homework other than just listening to Hannah's message on Sundays, and then we talk about that. Okay. Normally, Hannah and I talk about announcements before I come up on stage, but she wasn't back there. I don't think we don't really have anything, right? Yeah. Obviously, we're going to miss Peter and Guianna. This month is going to be a little weird, so I would appreciate it if you showed up still and supported, because it would be bad if it was weird and there was also no one around. But I'm pretty excited about what we have coming up. Just like a sneak peek. Next week, we're going to have a full band. It's the Ajeva guys, which, if you don't know, is Sean on drums, Lyndon on keys, Mike on guitar, Taylor on bass, and the front person is going to be Noel, who may be in the room. No, he's on bass today, so he's going to be fronting. And then the week after is going to be Noel on ukulele and Ginny on vocals, like a chill kind of vibe. Yeah, so please come out for those. It'll be super fun. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys are awesome. Please clap for Hannah.
Just want you to know you could still change your mind. You have 3 more days. You could stay here forever.
It's actually tomorrow.
You have half a day. You could stay here forever. Oh, I'm really sad for us, but I want you to go. Because I want you to have the most fabulous adventure on the other side of the world and go share your gifts and your talents with some other people who might need it other than us. Listen, all of this change has me thinking about change and how much I hate it. I would rather that nothing change ever. Is anyone else like that? Except you're all lying. So am I. We would all like the things that we don't like to change immediately. Thank you very much. I am very annoyed by change. My natural tendency is to just be no. Every time anything wants to change. Here's a really dumb example from this week. Josiah had a couple days off work, so he joined me and the kids on our morning walk around the park. We do that every morning during the week, and I push the kids in the wagon, not because I like exercise, but because it kills approximately 45 minutes, during which time they are not burning the house down. And I don't have to entertain them because there's squirrels to look at. And we have to cross the street to go around the park, and it has one of those crosswalk things where you push a button and the lights flash, and you know what I'm talking about. All of you have almost run over someone in one of those. I never push the button. Never. Okay? We wait until the cars go by, and then we go after. Sometimes we count the cars. It's an activity. And I don't want the kids fighting over who can push the button. So we just don't push the button. And he has not been part of that. So we push the button. Like a reasonable human. And I may have made too big of a deal about it. Okay, we have a routine, okay? We do not push the button. The button does not get pushed. Now I cannot exist on this planet with you. I know how insane I sound, okay? I like routine. This is the way we go on a walk, go on a walk, go on a walk. If you change it, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown so early in the morning. Literally, who cares if the button is pushed? Me. But it makes no difference. It probably made us safer. But I don't like it. I like to do my little routine the way that I like it every single day, and that's how we do it. They have their drinks, and I push the wagon, and they have their snacks, and it's all thing, okay? I don't like it when things are different. I don't like it when the thing that I put in the place where I always go get moved. I don't like it that my kids have made it their life mission to put the couch pillows anywhere but on the couch. I don't like it when the GPS wants to take me a supposedly faster way when I, Oz the Great and Powerful, know better, okay? I am totally chill, is what I'm telling you. I'm totally chill, and I'll go with the flow as long as you tell me what time it starts and how I should be dressed and how fast it's going to go and if there's going to be snacks. And I have a lot of questions that I would like answered, okay? And change can take a hike. I'm not here for it, which is really unfortunate because it keeps happening to me. The audacity. And the Bible uses tree metaphors a lot in relation to faith. There is Psalm 1, which I have almost totally memorized, not because I am super spiritual, but because about 187 times in my life I have been like, you know what I should do? Read the Psalms. And then I start at number 1. And I definitely finish it every time. I don't get lost around number 17 out of 150 and be like, why did I want to do this again? So I've mostly memorized Psalm 1 because that's the one I've read the most. And the beginning of it says like this, okay? Blessed is the one who does not walk in the step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on God's law day and night. This person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields fruit in its season, and whose leaf does not wither, and whatever they do prospers. It goes on. You also can read it if you would like to start a project that you won't finish. Trees are a big metaphor for faith in the Bible. It makes sense, right? They start as tiny seeds. They grow slowly over a very long amount of time. This slow growth is what enables them to endure. They don't change overnight. They change in tiny amounts an infinity of times. They are not easily uprooted or moved once they have got their roots down. And they see years and years of life pass by them, and they remain steadfast. The tree in our front yard is like 40 years old. It has seen 3 families move in and out of that house. It's seen like building projects and hurricanes and little kids that grew into adults, and now it sees little kids again who are swinging from its branches. It may not survive us. We know that change is an inevitable part of life. In fact, life is change. If we're not changing, we're probably dead. The challenge for us is to be more like a tree, I think, that witnesses and participates in all that life has to offer, but not in a hurried, frantic way, but by changing in tiny amounts, an infinity of times, putting our roots down 1 millimeter deeper every day. So I'm thinking about change. So then I was thinking about the disciples after Jesus' resurrection. So first he's murdered, and they're like, oh no, that sucked. And they're really sad, big sad. And then they're hiding because they think they're going to be next, okay? And then Jesus comes back, which they were like, what? They're astonished. Then they're like, oh, this is amazing. They're overjoyed. And then they get to hang out for a few weeks, and then Jesus leaves again. What a jerk. He nopes off to heaven, okay? And he's like, hey, I'm sending you the Spirit of God. You don't need me. The Spirit of God will be with you for anything and everything you could possibly need, but I'm leaving. I will not be back anytime soon. And so while I'm gone, continue the work. Practice your faith. Show what it means to be a Christ follower by loving the people around you as much as possible. And I just can't imagine they were that excited about that. Like, why did it have to change? Jesus literally beat the biggest enemy of all humans, death. Why couldn't he then continue living with them and teaching them for another 20 or 30 or 100 years? Like, if a few years of Jesus' ministry was good, wouldn't like another couple decades be great? But Jesus was already gone. And they were like, oh no, what are we going to do? So they turned to thinking about the next best thing. When is he coming back? How will we know when he's coming back? What would happen before, during, and after Jesus comes back? How do we get advanced knowledge on who is going to be in and out when Jesus is coming back? Who's going to be judged? How are they going to be judged? What will happen when there's going to be judgment? We would like to know all of the details before we arrive to this judgment party. And we're still thinking about that, by the way. Like, a good chunk of Christianity has been quite obsessed with the second coming of Jesus, and we, the very lucky ones who get to live in the 2000s, have gotten to live in the era of rapture theology with the added icing of, like, Frank Peretti books and constant speculation on what the mark of the beast might be and whether it's the phone in your pocket. I think it's all missing the point Like, it will be a wonderful day when Jesus returns, but I don't think that that's what the resurrection and the second coming mean for us practically on a day-to-day level. It's not just some future hope that Jesus is going to come fix everything sometime, someday, somehow, and we can just try to be good people in the meantime. No. Jesus' resurrection means it's time for us to get to work, living in light of what Jesus already taught us. What matters right now is not for Jesus to suddenly come back and appear to us. What matters is for Jesus to appear in us, among us, through us. What matters is how we act, what we do, what we say, the things that we care about, where we put our energy and our time, and that those things reflect the same values that Jesus lived every day. Y'all know that phrase, like, love God, love people? Of course you do. That was Yes, you do. All of you have been in a church where it was said, including this one. It's a catchy phrase. I like it. It's catchy. It's easy to understand, at least on the surface, okay? It's just a shortened version of Jesus' teaching on the two most important commandments, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And we're just like, that's too many words. Jesus already boiled like all the law and all the prophets down to 2 sentences. Still too much. We're going to shorten that even more. We're going to say love God and love people. And it sounds so simple, but then I look around and I'm like, well, what about our tore up country? What about our tore up churches? What about all the people who have been shamed and ostracized and hurt and who have found faith not to be a place of rest and healing, but a place of heartache and hopelessness? Maybe we have the wrong definition of love, because if it was easy, it wouldn't look like this, would it? And there are so many people who seem to think that the most loving thing they can do is tell you you are wrong and evil. There are so many people who seem to think that loving God with all their heart means just cutting off people that they disagree with. There is so much arrogance and self-righteousness masquerading as faith, and it's really easy to be like, yeah, it's those people over there, obviously not us. But the only thing that we can do is look at ourselves, right? Like, we can list all of the ways that other Christians are making having faith harder for people, but I don't really want to look at all the ways I'm making having faith harder for people. And I think we have to stop looking outward and start looking inward. That is the point of faith, right? All we can do is look at our own immovable hearts that oftentimes refuse to soften, even when we're like watching ourselves, being like, hey, you're overreacting about a button on a crosswalk. Hey, maybe that was not the best response that you just had. Maybe you should give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that was not a loving words that just escaped your mouth. Maybe you need to reel it back in. And instead, we're like, no, we're totally fine. We're blessed. We're so blessed. Jesus loves us. And that's true, okay? But on the inside, we have sometimes hearts of stone, and they need to soften. We have icy spirits that need to thaw. And we look at all the times that God has opened doors for us, tried to set us on new paths, and we have refused because change is hard. And it's just easier and more comfy to do the God thing on Sundays than it is to let the God thing turn your life upside down in every moment, in every conversation. But that's how faith works. The entire concept of salvation is built on change. One moment, you're just a person going through life with like a spark of goodness in your core, the way you were created. You're just floating around being like, doing whatever you want, not really paying attention. And then you have some kind of encounter with God, and that spark becomes a fire in your soul where the Spirit of God lives. A constant presence available in every moment and every situation. And that fire is a resting place. It is a safe and warm haven from the dark nights that feel hopeless. It is a beacon of light and restoration in the middle of all the parts of us that feel scattered and cracked. And it's a magnifying glass on all of the things that we would rather not deal with, that we would rather ignore, that we would rather keep hidden. There are no shadows in the dark. Shadows appear when the light arrives. And it's easy to think that we're going along just fine. But then when the fire gets lit, the shadows suddenly become not just apparent, but like enormous. And the life of faith is a daily choice to bring the light closer, to unearth what we've buried, to uproot the invasive species of pride and bitterness and revenge, to take all of the garbage that we've collected and internalized and put it in the fire so that the fire can grow. Because the point is for the fire to grow. The point is for the fire to get so large that we are consumed entirely, on fire but not burned up, like the bush that Moses saw that he couldn't stay away from. That's a weird metaphor, maybe. So let me say it like this. Y'all can come back up here. A life of faith in Jesus is meant to heal, to mend, to burn away all of the things that don't reflect love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, self-control. But we have to participate in that. The wind can be blowing, but if the sail of your boat is not raised, you are not going anywhere. You can be surrounded by oxygen, but if you don't breathe, you're going to pass out. Saying that we want a life of faith means we're asking for change, a change that begins on the inside and eventually will radiate to the outside. And it happens when we think about Jesus. When we really think about how Jesus forgave the ones who were crucifying him. That slowly cures us of our desire for revenge and all the petty celebrations we have when the ones who have hurt us suffer. When we remember that Jesus didn't fear any human threats, even death, we slowly learn to release our anxiety and we live joyfully in the moments that we have. When we meditate on how Jesus never stopped loving the ones around him, whether they deserved it or not, then we slowly heal from the wounds that false love has inflicted on us. And we stop inflicting those things on other people. When we picture Jesus' outstretched arms, embracing the whole world, then our arms open too. And we're slowly cured of our prejudice and our favoritism and our grudges and our greed. When we pray like Jesus prayed, we learn to pray not just for the ones we love, but especially for the ones that consider themselves our enemies. It's to participate in tiny changes, an infinity of times, in an infinity of situations, so that your roots can get just a little bit deeper every day into the love of God that grounds us and anchors us and gives us our daily bread. To follow Jesus is to resist letting ourselves live a tame, tidy life where we suppress the fire or keep it from changing us or pretend that it's not lit to begin with. We are surrounded with the aliveness of God. And to have faith is to learn every day how to let the Spirit of God fill all the empty places and flow through every crack and smooth off all the rough edges and shine like a bonfire at midnight so that someone somewhere will look at us and say, when I see your goodness and your kindness and the way that you are focused on healing and moving forward instead of staying stuck and instead of being angry, when I see that you are still trying, it makes me think maybe there's a good and kind God out there too. It makes me think maybe I can try too. We have 2 more songs. If you'd like to stand and sing with us. And then Jarrett and I will come back and give you a benediction.
All righty. This one was Jarrett's pick. Hey, Jarrett, do you remember, did you originally choose this one or did I choose it? Cool. It's a great song. It's sad and beautiful. Yeah, I feel like the lyrics are going to do a better job of explaining the heart of the song than I'm going to right now. But I just really love this song, especially because when you know about Gungar and his wife, they walked away from the church and they've written some of the most beautiful songs about God. So, and you can hear this heart in all their music regardless. So, beautiful things, making beautiful things out of broken things. If you're wondering how hard that is, it's hard to sing over top of an irregular beat. This last song is called No Other Choice. I love this continual theme of like having faith in God, God's will, letting God's will be done, going into the mystery and hoping that God follows you there and won't let you drown out there in the world. So yeah, this is just another song like that. It's a Ty Tribbett tune. Peter chose this one. It's called No Other Choice. There's some yeahs, there's some call and response, there's some other things. So just chime in and have fun. This is our last song together. I know! Come on! Everybody say yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! Real loud, sing yeah, 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 yeah. Come on! Everybody say yeah, yeah. So many times I like the thought
Oh, man. We just had church, y'all. It happened. Oh, you guys can go ahead and take a seat. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much for that. Hannah, go ahead and come on up. I don't want to do this without you up here. Okay, this part will get a little emotional and maybe slightly, just a little longer winded than normal, so forgive me. Can you bring them on the plane? I'm gonna force them. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so before we jump into you, that last song, Holy Shnikes, again, Shnikes, Noel MVP with the falsetto vocals back there, that was amazing. I want to tell a brief story of the beginning of Different Church. So Hannah and I figured we should do something new and different. We were literally at a conference, and I was watching the band play, and I was annoyed with what was happening on stage, and I was like, man, I just wish there was something different. Oh, that's where the name came from. And then once we decided we were going to do a church, we were like, all right, we need a band. I don't know. I didn't want to get just like a church musician from some place. And so I just started talking to some friends, and we got a drummer and a bass player in, and I was like, I don't know who's going to sing. I don't know. And so they connected me with Guianna. Then we started texting, and I started hearing a little bit about her story and where she was at the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect. And she couldn't come to the very first service. So earlier when you were like, we've been around since the beginning. Almost. You guys were at the second preview service. Okay. The first preview, my friend Justin came up and did like a really weird concert. There's probably no one in this room who was there that day. Okay. I had people coming up to me and they're like, is this what? I was like, no. We got somebody coming next week. I think they're going to be awesome. And you were, and you are. And one of my favorite parts of that story is, like, as soon as Guianna decided that she was going to do it, like, I promise you, the first thing out of her mouth was, yeah, there's this guy, Peter. Is it okay if he comes too? Like, that was the most important thing to her. And I love that about you, that, like, you decided you were going to do something cool, and then you wanted to include him, like, from the jump. And it was what was on your heart. And what's really cool about you is that that's how you've lived your life, as long as I've known you, is with your heart out in front, doing exactly what's in your heart. And it's been an honor to have both of you here. Peter, I think you're, like, the best in the world at what you do. Just, like, knowing the perfect sound, the perfect thing that, like, the song needs. Like, everybody who plays here is incredible, but, like, yeah, you're, like, the best at that. And just, I value your friendship and the, like, professionalism that you bring to the band. It's incredible. I have a few notes that I want to make sure I don't miss, so forgive me while I pull my phone out. Look at this. Oh, no. We're so lucky to have been your home, Peter. That's the last thing on my notes for you. And now on to Guianna. Okay, I already told the story about how Peter's going to be involved. Speaking of from your heart, him being here, you sharing your original stuff with us is just incredible. I love that you do it. You going what we call the full Guianna, like in the middle of a song where you just like start making up words that come from somewhere. Like, that's just another example, and I love that you do that here. At your show, at the Baked Alaska show, which was amazing, a couple different times she was giving thank yous out to the crowd. Katara opened for them. Taylor, who plays bass here, was running sound. And then when you thanked me, you were like my creative director. And I just want you to know that made me feel so proud. Yep. Why? I just our creative partnership has been really fulfilling. It's been an awesome 5 years building this with you guys. has been awesome and super fun, and we've done really, really cool stuff. And I'm super proud of it. Okay, take my phone out again. I'm almost done. One more little tidbit. Whenever we started trying to put the sets together for like the last month, I was trying like heck to get Lyndon to play here because he just loved playing with you, and it just never freaking worked out. But I was working a gig with him recently, and we were talking about you, and he was like, we were talking about maybe some other people who come in and sing, and he's like, the thing about Guianna is it's a flow, and you're on the ride, and it's a journey. And he's like, I love that. That's my favorite way to play. I don't know if he's ever said that to you, so I just wanted you to know that. Okay, last thing. Okay, that's it. That's the end of my notes. The last thing that I want to say, I sort of already said it. I'm just really proud that you made this your home. And the fact that you guys were here, I think, opened the door to all these other cool people who came in and like trusted us. And that means a lot. So I'm going to make Hannah hold this mic for a second. Can I force a hug on you? Yeah. Oh, man. Thank you.
I just want you all to know that Jarrett does have emotions. John asked me if I was going to get emotional today, and I was like, I'm not known for having those, so definitely not. I'm already crying. Okay, I don't have any notes because I won't be able to get through them. All I can say is, it's very hard for me to imagine different without you. Because you've been here the whole time. Like what we've created is because of you. And the only reason that we can continue to imagine what it will be is because of the seeds that you have planted. And I will miss the heck out of you. But you have to go and live a wonderful life. Ooh. And I cannot do this, y'all. We have mini cupcakes back there. Really? So they're in a spiral, because I was feeling fancy and definitely not having emotions. So get a cupcake and give them lots of hugs. And I have a benediction, and it's not for any of you. There will be no prayers for any of you today, only Peter and Guianna. If you want a separate prayer, you have to come back at a different time, okay? Okay. I'm not even going to get through this, I don't think. Our dear friends, may God give you the longest days of your life, not to bore you, or to make you long for what came before, or so that you can get everything on your to-do list accomplished, but so you will have all the time you need to put down roots, to bloom, to grow in tiny amounts, an infinity of times. May every road you take towards your new life remind you that home is already inside of you, that you have been planting seeds here and there and everywhere. And behind you is a legacy of faith and hope and creativity. And before you is an open space. Go and scatter more seeds. And may the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and give you peace. Amen.
Amen.
That was so good.
We love you guys.
That was beautiful.
It's not officially over until you say your bye thing. Every week I wait
Go
for
eat a cupcake. I need a tissue. Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys so much.